24th of March 2020, Melbourne, Australia, lockdown. So Australia's in lockdown. We just want to sort of shoot a video to kind of build a community around this. Definitely taking an impact on the world and obviously Australia as well. With the most recent lockdowns as of yesterday, you would have seen plenty of that in the press. Where now cafes and restaurants and bars and clubs are all closed and anything considered non-essential has been closed. So basically supermarkets, petrol stations and hospitals and so forth are open. And yeah, it's just not a kind of video that I really wanted to shoot, but because this channel has been predominantly around travel, adventure content, fitness adventure, travel adventure content. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to share kind of our life here and in Melbourne especially. We live actually not too far from Chapel Street in Melbourne, and just walking around the streets in Melbourne or Chapel Street this morning, we're completely dead around 11:30 this morning. Pretty much everything's closed, and it's basically a couple of cafes offering takeaway coffees.
Sure, it's just one guy in there like,
yeah,
serving coffee and like trying to do his bit and
yeah. So like seeing all the tables and chairs stacked up in some of the restaurants and cafes here is quite heart-wrenching. And then obviously our Centrelink here, which is our social security welfare system, with hundreds of people queued up outside. I saw a couple of days ago, Centrelink just down the road here is queued up with dozens of people outside in a very long queue, which what they're saying in the media is like 500,000 to 1 million Australians have just lost their jobs overnight. So this is a huge tragedy for the economy here. But of course, Australia's not alone in this. We've all heard this, Italy, and I've been following the threads in Italy, been following the threads in Chile and Spain and all over the world, the UK. Yeah, we've just been at home the last couple of days. We've just been hanging out here.
When you're stuck indoors, you buy things that you don't normally buy.
What is it?
Hot cross buns.
Hot cross buns.
And we're gonna smash some now.
silence. Silence.
I've literally probably put my head in too much of the news threads, to be honest with you. So I like to be optimistic and positive, but I think it's kind of hard to be optimistic and positive when, this is all going on. So
I think it's a bit of a balance, because you've got to be careful that you don't freak yourself out, because that's what I've been doing. If I watch too much of the news, I actually freak myself out. And so I'm trying to get a balance of like knowing what information is out there, what is going on, but also doing something that takes your mind off it. So like, for example, I'm drawing a lot at the moment. So it's just like giving yourself that balance, otherwise it becomes very scary.
Yeah, and I think, as long as we all do our part, and I think for us, we're just staying at home, and we've literally bought a bunch of home workout equipment from online, because we went into Rebel Sport. We went into Rebel Sport a couple of hours ago, and we're not completely surprised, but I didn't think it'd all be completely sold out. So you can't get toilet paper and you can't get workout gear. All the resistance bands, all the dumbbells, everything's completely stripped off the shelves. Most things are on back order and pre-order, so we bought a couple of things online to do home workouts. So
pretty much bought like a bench and some barbell weights and a foam roller. And we're gonna try and see what we can create at home for ourselves. Yeah, Pilates, that sort of thing.
Actually, if you guys are interested in doing Pilates at home, this one has a bunch of Pilates stuff that she has on Amazon Prime. We'll link it up actually. If you're a Prime member, you can just stream her Pilates stuff off Amazon Prime. And I'm sure Robsy will be doing some Pilates stuff here in the living room for you guys too, if you're interested.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to be working on another course, which I'm hoping to get out there as well, just to help you guys out there who are staying at home and you need those the stretching and just getting your body mobile.
Yeah, so in terms of like, I know some of you guys have been following the channel for a while. I'm doing a flying course at the moment, and I was flying up until last week, and that's pretty much just not happening really. I mean, I have a bit of a keen eye for the skies, and my ears are always peeled, and I haven't heard really much meant much flying around here. I've checked Flight Radar 24. There's not many flights happening around here, not surprisingly. And as more and more states in Australia close their borders, more and more interstate travel is dwindling as well. So yeah, it's taken a huge hit on the aviation industry across the globe. So yeah, not sure when I'll be flying next, but I wanted to make this video just to kind of create a bit of a community around this. So many people out there, everyone's been impacted by this in either directly, indirectly, either knowing someone who's got the virus or who, or if you've lost your job, or, you know, it's pretty hectic. So if you just, where are you guys from? Like, just leave a comment below where you're from, how it's impacted you. And I'll be in the comments and I'll respond, because I think as much as people always talk about technology dividing people, I think in a way it's bringing people together to be able to shoot videos like this in your living room from Melbourne, Australia, for example, and have someone on the other side of the world watch it is pretty remarkable, something we never had, you know, decades ago. So we'll make the most of the opportunity to come together as a group, as a community. Both, you know, if you're watching this from Australia or somewhere else, just leave some comments below and we'll be definitely in touch. Otherwise, stay safe and
Stay well.
see you in the future.
Okay, bye.